What's going on, guys? So here I go. I kind of wanted to do this. What in the world is going on here? Oh, you guys saw that flickering? Mm, I don't know. But let me not drag this video out too long. I have a lot of complaints going on here. And what I'm seeing on the internet is disgusting. And what I'm referring to is that how people are not stopping for the school buses. And the fact that there are kids being ran over. And people think that it's okay for you to go around a school bus when there's literally a bus dropping off and picking up kids. And I don't know what is going on with your day. I don't care if you're late to the bank, you're late for a doctor's appointment, you rushing home, or whatever the case might be. It doesn't matter. You better sit your ass down, wait for that bus, and I'm talking for both lanes. It's for your direction and the opposite direction of the traffic. Every lane should shut down because these kids are just going about their day trying to get home. And I understand some of them like to play around and linger around in the middle of the street or whatnot because they're talking to their friends. Blow the horn. It's that simple. Or like, sometimes you gotta, stick your neck out and be like, yo, keep this moving. Like, but you need to stop. Like again, I could care less about how late you are. You should have been out the door early as possible. Everybody knows before 7 o'clock, there's practically no school buses. Nobody's getting picked up. Damn near nobody. But after 7 to 9, I'll even stretch it to 10 o'clock. You might see a school bus. You better stop for the school bus. And what I think should happen, and this is not just for New York, this is for all states that I think this is my 2 cents. I think should happen. You should be charged just as much like it's like catching a DWI. And I'll explain to you why. You are responsible for driving your vehicle, and we're talking about these vehicles are now almost 3,000 pounds, and you're swerving around the school bus because you're late to do whatever you got to do, go do because you decided to get up late or you were procrastinating in your home, God doing whatever, watching TikToks and whatnot, or I honestly don't care because I make sure every morning to get out by the door by a certain time to get to work on a certain time. And I pass by a school I pass by schools every day on the way to work and on the way home. But I make sure I literally make sure there's nobody around me. I make sure I'm doing I'm not gonna sit there and be like a hypocrite and be like, yo, I'm not speeding past, the school. But again, I'm passing the school before 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm passing when I'm heading home. It's almost 7, 8 o'clock at night. It should be almost no kid, roaming around in the middle of the street around that time, in my 2 cents. But as a punishment, let them decide whatever for the first strike, second strike. I mean, well, sorry, first strike, you better go pay your fines. You should get the first strike. But as the second strike, if it happens for a second time, and I'm talking about a 5 year span, not a year or two. I'm talking about a 5 year span. You screw around and you do the same thing all over again. And God forbid you happen to hit a kid. Your license should be suspended, third strike, revoked. At that point, depending on the how depending on the situation, sort of say, you might even have to go do jail time. Geez, I ain't gonna hold you. This goes for men and women because no child should have to go deal with such for any type of issues like that. No child should be going through that. They should be getting home or to school in one piece, no injuries, nothing. Again, I understand that kids will be kids and there will be taking their sweet ass time to cross the street or whatever. But either way, you gotta be patient when that bus stops, and that's it. You know, the lights go on. Both all traffic should come to a halt on both sides of the lane. I don't care if it's a couple feet away, also, and it has a guardrail guarding the other side. That child might have to cross the street too to go to the other side because their house is on the other street. All lanes should stop. And this is just me. I hope this video gets passed around. I hope you guys are more aware, and I hope that the police officers really buckle down around these certain times and Monday through Friday, certain these days, and start handing out tickets left and right like hotcakes. Hotcakes, book hand and ready. I'm telling you, I don't even have a book on me to just throw it at this right here. But they should be hot and ready, pulling people over because it is atrocious to see any kid get hit or even be dodged by or dodging cars getting out the school bus. It is ludicrous to me. Ludicrous. I'm seeing 7 year olds, 9 year olds. Like, it don't make no sense. And it scares me because I have a 9 year old. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing I want to get a phone call is that somebody hit my child because God knows what they're doing, whatever they were late for or whatever the case might be, because I probably lose my mind. I literally would probably lose my mind to go find out what happened. I'm just saying, be cautious around it. These kids deserve a chance at life just as much as you have your chance in life also. So hopefully this one gets reached out and people start actually prepping up in the morning and getting out on time before they know the school buses. You guys know the schedule. You guys should have your schedule ready to lock and loaded to go in and out. Beat the school, leave the house before the bus even swings around the area. And again, when the bus stops, you stop. The whole world low key should just stop until that school bus signs goes away. It should go just like that. And if it's like you're passing a school bus on like a parkway or whatever, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not passing this bus doing 75, 80, you know what I'm saying? I give it a little leeway, but it's on the parkway. So I mean, I'm not saying it's all, you know, all bets are off. What I'm saying is that just pass the bus, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Anything over 75, 80, I feel like you're putting those kids in jeopardy also because God forbid you lose control of that vehicle, smack into a bus, and I don't know, the bus goes off the cliff or something, or smacks into a few other cars, the bus flips. Now these kids are flying around the school bus left and right because you're not driving and being cautious on the parkway. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this one, guys. But again, keep your eyes open, wait for these kids, stop for the school bus, and then continue your day. Know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave you guys with this one. Peace.